Hello everybody and welcome back to Keep It Real, episode number 53. Wow. And what a beautiful day. Hopefully this rain is not going to affect too many of the plants today anyway. What an episode it was last episode. Not a great deal went on around our own farm, but oh dear, must have been a windy night. We did end up with loads and loads of cow food, which is amazing. So we'll just do the usual. We'll check in on them in a second. And look, I mean, we're starting with 16,253. Amazing. And I've also got in the back of my mind, it's almost taken a chunk out of my fence as well. Look, it must have been a windy night last night. Yeah, in the back of my mind, that car, that rust bucket out there, I think was worth about 4 grand roughly. So 20 grand. I would like this to be the episode that we get a truck. I really would, and I'm still kind of undecided which one to go for because, well, I mean, for practicality, the kind of fake Mercedes-Benz would probably be the better one. This one here, because although you can't see it now, the size of the flatbed that goes onto the back of that is absolutely massive, and we're going to get a lot of pallets on there, which right now we don't need, but in the future we're going to need a lot of pallet space. Definitely, we might even be able to end a couple of leases maybe on some of those big trailers. So yeah, for practicality reasons, that is the best one. But do you know what's putting me off? One thing, and that is it doesn't have a ball hitch on the back of it. And I really wanted to have a vehicle that could tow a trailer, preferably like a car trailer, a vehicle trailer. So yeah, I'm not sure. Does the fact that it's got a massive flatbed win over the fact that it doesn't have a bull bar or a hitch, I should say? Whereas this does. Now, it's got an awful kind of storage space though. It's not particularly great. I mean, I don't reckon we'd even get 6 pallets maybe on the back of that. I think that would be a struggle. 4 would be reasonable, so we could get 4 pallets on there. That's a lot. I mean, the other one, I reckon we could get 10 on there. But it does have this. In fact, some of the versions actually come with a 3-point linkage. Now, we wouldn't use that as a farm vehicle, but that could become helpful for kind of transporting some of the equipment. I think that could be quite helpful, and it's definitely in amongst there somewhere, right at the very bottom. It has got that hitch. It's got various types of hitches, to be honest. So that's the most all-rounder, but it loses from a storage space point of view. So I don't know. I don't know which is best. Now, this is, for some reason, when you go into it, it jumps to 34,700. But I'm assuming there must be an engine, yeah. So 26,700, that is. And the other one, all in, was about 20,000 by the time you buy the actual flatbed. So there isn't much in it. I'm just going to have to kind of dwell on the whole bull hitch idea, really. I really did want to go with a car trailer as well and have that as an extra. I don't want to be driving all the way to that bottom plot of land every time with the man, which does 19 miles per hour. 20 miles per hour on a hill. Yeah, not ideal. Now, while we're here, let's do the usual. So 311 litres. We're going to be producing another pallet soon. So a job coming up. Not here, not now. That's not urgent. But we'll be able to make a little bit of money out of that soon. This is, look, 19,000 litres of manure. I mean, we've got no need for it. Part of me wonders whether or not I can sell a little bit next door there to that BGA. Maybe that'll get a bit of money. It's not worth a great deal though, is it? How are we looking for milk? So 773 litres. They're producing pretty good. They are producing pretty good. It's this good quality food they got now, I reckon. Now, same amount as normal. Yep, 5 cows and a calf. And how are they doing for food? 12,778. I feel like that's gone down a decent chunk, you know, since the end of the last episode. They eat a lot of food. They eat more food than what I ever remember this game seeming to use for cows. So whether or not, again, it's that enhanced animal mod, which kind of I don't know, realistically maybe makes them eat more food, or whether it's a bit of a glitch, I don't know. I just noticed someone's been playing noughts and crosses on my door. Never noticed that before. Who's been at my farm? Anyway, right, let's check in on the eggs, because they have been producing good. We kind of regularly give these a bit of a food top up each day. Yeah, they use I don't know, 200 or 300 litres I think of food each day. Now let's pick this up, come on. Yeah, to be fair, you can only actually get 200 litres on the shovel, so they use about a shovel's worth each day, because most mornings when I come back to them, all I do is give them one shovel, and it seems to top them up anyway. Right, so they're not too bad. They're becoming a very good earner now. Definitely. We had a bit of a blip at the beginning, but they're making me some money now, I think. 578 pieces. So yeah, in one kind of episode, which I guess is a third of a month, they're probably averaging about 75 eggs. Good. I like that. Now I did peek out of my window just before I hit record. I also noticed there's a couple of pallets here. Amazing. So that's good. So everything's going good, isn't it? Everything's going great. Now, where are we at? Wow, it's April 3, which means it's the final section of April. If we do not get potatoes planted in this episode, we do not get potatoes planted. And there's no kind of question about that, really. Yeah, that's the priority. Now, we're going to get there. We're going to drive down to that very, very bottom plot of land that we own. And I'm going to go with the same theory I went with right back when we purchased, if I can get on the fence, can't see. Oh dear. When we purchased that piece over there, which you can see quite nicely from here actually. I want to say, someone will correct me if I'm wrong, but £50 per stump. And I charged myself and made them disappear. Now, I've had a bit of a look. There still isn't really a kind of realistic stump remover. I don't want to have to lease a skid steer and then lease a stump remover just to do a few stumps. So by hand, I mean, that's how you would do it, wouldn't it? That's how I would do it. I've taken many stumps up out of gardens before using shovels and crowbars and, you know, various hand saws and things. That's how you would do it, isn't it? And I was having this conversation with someone the other day through the comment section. So yeah, realistically there's no other way to do it. So we will remove the stumps, but before I just click the button to remove the stumps, we'll go down there and we'll actually count them. But that needs to happen either way. There's no option. We can't realistically be planting potatoes in a field if there's stumps in the way. I mean, the tractors wouldn't even go over the stumps, let alone a potato planter. Now, what I'm going to do to start with is drive down to the shop. Now, actually, let's jump out. I don't feel we need to take that, so I don't end up kind of losing it somewhere randomly, which could happen. If I drop it here, not under the house though, please. If I drop it there, I should remember it's there. I hope. Right, try again. Yeah, we're going to head to the shop because I just want to see. Wow, this has got a tow bar. Or a hitch, or a ball hitch, or whatever you would call it, but it has got it. But given that everything else this has doesn't seem to actually work, I'm going to go and see whether or not it actually works with something which connects via that hitch. Now, we have actually got the tedder, the very kind of self-made old style. It's not a tedder, is it? It's a windrow, but we have got there, and that connects to this hitch. So I'm just going to drive there, and if it does work, then I'm going to go ahead and lease a car trailer and hope that this rust bucket just about has enough power to take the man down to the bottom field, because we need it. We'll use it to do the potato planting, but we actually mainly need it because I don't know how many, but there's certainly, I'm going to say, 6 pallets of grapes down there, and potentially 3 or 4 pallets of olives, maybe. And if I remember correctly, I mean, I'm doing well so far. I've been a little while into an episode and I've not checked the prices yet. But April was the best time to sell grapes and olives. So again, that's another thing that we need to get done in this episode. So this episode, I guess in its entirety, is going to be working on the very bottom plot. I wouldn't say the newest plot, because we've bought more since then, but certainly the plot that needs the most amount of work anyway. Right, let's put up here. We're actually in a vehicle today, which fits inside of a parking space. That's pretty good going. Oh, although I've ended up inside someone's camper van, and I actually can't get out. There we go. Try and park properly in a parking space, and that's what it does to me. I don't know. Right, let's go have a look in the shop. Now, I didn't actually test it on the windrow, but either way, I want to get this car trailer. Probably just as a lease. Now, where's it going to be? I don't think it's in trailers. I want to say it's actually under low loader. Now, there is a car trailer as part of the game, which is pretty good actually, but this is a tiny bit cheaper. But I like it mainly because it just looks a bit more like a car trailer, doesn't it? It's kind of, it's made to do that job. I think we're going to lease that. So £306, that's fine. I want it either way. I do want it either way. Because my long-term thinking is actually I'm going to leave the man at the bottom, which will support with that second bit of land that we purchased, but also support with the pallets and kind of, yeah, topping them up with water and things. And the Agri will become the full-time tractor at the top part of our farm empire. Right, let's go see if this connects. I should test these things off camera, shouldn't I? But I mean, I'm actually, whoa, look at it drift then. Did you just see that? Oh, I've got a long walk now to do my bowling. Yeah, I'm not expecting it to work, by the way, so I ain't going to be disappointed when it doesn't work. What have we got? What have we got? 2. Shocking. I'm going to give up doing that soon, I think. Right. Start the engine. Let's go see... Oh dear, the car trailer looks twice the size of the car. And you know, I've just gone straight in and leased this without even looking in the used shop. You know, it'd be absolutely typical if this was kind of reduced to cheap. Okay, well it does connect, so, and somehow the electrics connect. That's surprising, isn't it? Right, well it does kind of work. It's very back heavy all of a sudden. Doesn't look fantastic, does it? That doesn't look amazing. Now, this here, I'll tell you what I'm going to do. I'm just going to correct this, but I'll do this on camera. So, this is £800, I want to say. So, what we do is, I've loaded up Easy Devs to do it. So, Easy Devs, on here, in the main page, you have delete objects. You can turn that on, and you literally aim at what you want to delete and press delete. Boom. And it's just deleted, just like that. And then what I'm going to do is just go into here and I'm going to add the 800 which I spent on that bag. Again, it kind of wasn't my fault, so we'll treat that as maybe a bit of trial and error maybe. So I've added the £800 back in and removed that bag. I don't know why I hadn't done that before, if I'm honest with you, but right. Well, while we're here, let's get into the used shop, because we might as well check here. See what is available. We do need to lease a potato planter either way, and some sort of seed potatoes or something. I can't really remember how that actually works. Let's while I'm in the zone, let's have a look a minute. Yeah, these are the two we used before. They work together as quite a good little combo. So yeah, it's not particularly great, is it? But what does it take? So just normal seeds by the look of it. Yeah, normal seeds or potatoes to produce potatoes. Good. So we do need that. Let's just lease that as well. Do we want? Let me check the used shop first. Let's not get too carried away. That was there before. I feel although that's good for transporting grapes, what does it hold? 6,000 litres. Well, actually, we've already got probably that much, if not more, on pallet. So we might as well just continue to transport them by pallet. Now, what else have we got here? Same as... Oh. So I've seen that. I was tempted by that, but that's just not the right thing to do. This wasn't on yesterday's. This is a mod I activated. I activated this quite a while ago because I have said for a while a skid steer seems like the right thing to do. That is interesting, you know. 8,225. That's really cheap. 45% discount. That's pretty good, actually. And maybe that could then live at the bottom yard. And we could keep the man... No, I'm doubting myself, as I say. I do want the man to live at the bottom because of the other field work. And also, yeah. And also, that doesn't even have a hitch either, does it? No. I need something at the bottom which can connect to a small trailer to top up the water and things. So, yeah, that's... I like that for the greenhouse, though. I like that for the tomatoes and the apples. And, I mean, maybe that could be the yard front loader. Because the man isn't going to be at the yard. That kind of works, you know. You can get manure spikes and things for them, can't you? Right, I like that. You know, I think we've probably got... Yeah, because it's quite far away from the front. We've probably got another episode before that will start potentially disappearing. So we'll just keep an eye on that. It's not a problem. Ooh. Ooh. Wow. I genuinely don't know how to edit the shot, by the way. If you'll see me, that's very convenient. That's very convenient. But I don't know how to make it appear. That's too convenient. God, I'm even suspicious of myself now. Okay. Well, that 15,254. That probably solves the query of which one of the two trucks I wanted to go for. Yeah. I feel we need to get that. It's not going to leave us with any money. But actually, we could probably sell some grapes in a moment. Wow. This is far too convenient. Do you know, I have said a few times, it seems to be if you say stuff out loud, it appears. Right, we need to get it. Let's just do it now while we're here. I don't think I'd ever use it for grain, by the way. I think the trailer is still a way bigger option. Bale transport's probably the way it's going to go. Not for transporting bales, but for pallets. I do quite like these. I mean, that's probably my preferred, but is that still going to give me the pallet strap option? Given that it doesn't cost any money, we'll just risk it. Engines. 211 horsepower. I feel like that's the starter, 125, which is free, and then each upgrade costs you quite a whack of money, you know. This one, 211 horsepower, and it comes with the used vehicle. Okay, good. 100% going with that. I feel like the standard tyres are good. Don't feel like we need to change them. Does look pretty cool with wide tyres though, doesn't it? Not £550 cool though. And again, I don't want to use this as a farm vehicle, so narrow tyres, although they'll benefit something, I want to use this as the commuting vehicle. I don't want to be kind of cheating and eliminating the need for tractors by using this. Tyre sound, I never did figure out exactly what this does. I guess it's what it sounds like when you're actually driving, but I don't even know if the recording picks up on it anyway. No idea. Beacon lights, we'll leave that, it's fine. What's this? Exhaust one and sticker. £300. What's cheap? Well, I can get exhaust one without the sticker for 200. That's an expensive sticker. £100 for a sticker. Let's go with that. No extras, don't need any of this yet. Protective installations, what's that? Oh, that makes it look ugly. You can really turn this thing into a beast, can't you? Don't know what the difference is there. Right, okay. Rear hydraulics. So yeah, it's come with rear hydraulics. We're just going to leave that. Yeah, I think so, because it's got the ball hook with it anyway. Good. We'll keep the lubricating grease on. Why? Do you know, maybe I do want that sticker. Yeah, do you know, I feel like I do want the sticker. Yeah. Just looks a bit nicer. I see what the sticker is now. It's the one that's going right down the whole length of the vehicle. Right, we'll leave that on there. £300. Cool. Right, let's go back down. Do I want to change the colour? Not if it's going to charge me, I don't. Well, it's not going to charge me though. Interesting. There we go. I've tried to keep it old. I don't want it too fancy and too bright. So there we go. I've gone with a nice old style paintwork. 15,254. That's a fair amount. I don't feel like that's like 50% though. But that is a fair amount cheaper, isn't it? Definitely. Well, just buy it. Yes, please. And yeah, we still got enough. We still got enough to get the potato harvester. We haven't got enough to get that John Deere front loader though, but that's fine. That would be a kind of an impulse purchase, whereas this has been coming for a while, you know. Oh, in actual fact, I can sell that car. Yeah, that'll give it a little bit of a boost as well, won't it? Where the heck is the potato? There you go. Right, let's just lease this. Because we don't actually own it, do we? No. No, I think we leased these before, didn't we? And we returned them. I can't remember. That was probably about 45 episodes ago. It was quite a long time ago. Definitely was. Right. God, look, the guy's sprinting out here now. Let's have a look at it. Look at that. Look at it. Oh yes, and it does as well. This was my only concern. Will it still allow me to strap? But it does. I like it. I like it a lot. Doesn't look very worn though. It obviously doesn't have a great kind of damage animation. Right, switch the torch off. Let's get this back off again. Let's get rid of this. Oh look, I left it running the whole time as well. That's not great for the whole fuel budget, is it? Right, this can go here somewhere. And we'll sell it. There we go. What's it worth? Oh, not as much as I thought, but still 3,405. Wonderful. Get rid of that. Good. It's funny how it calls it a pickup, yet the boot doesn't even work. Anyway. Oh, I love it. I love this. I love it. And, I mean, that would even connect to that, wouldn't it? Look at it. Wow. I like it. I really do like this. That's got some cool animations there. Look, lights up to tell you what gear you're in. Oh, and it's got a really good view out the boot. Right. This is good. And connects up, no problem. That's funny, it's got like the ball hitch there, yet it still puts a drawbar in to connect it. Sorry about that, it was a bit weird. I don't know what on earth I just said then in the recording. I don't know if you heard it, but for some reason Alexa, bless her little cotton socks, thought I was asking her to play Ariana Grande. Yeah, so that was interesting. A little bit of copyright, I'm sure, if I left that playing. Right, Anyway, I feel... Well, I need to go back and get the man. But I feel trying to load the man onto this back at the yard might be tricky. I might be better off taking a little stroll back, you know. I think that might be the way to go. Wow, I mean, what a start to the episode. I don't... Oh, I've just realised I got the time wrong. Hang on a minute. Let's bump that up. There we go. Times 10. Yeah. What a start. I was about to look at the time and say, look, we're only like 1 hour or 2 hours into the game day. And then I realised it's only been a few minutes. But that's good. Now, the farmer doesn't normally mind us walking through his field. We've done quite a lot of work for this guy. So we will do that. We'll take a little shortcut. No cars coming. It's safe to cross. Right, we're back here. So yeah, we'll just jump straight into the man. Now I need to think, which front loader attacher do I need to take with me? I knew there was a cut in here somewhere. Yeah, because it's not that. It's not that. I might as well just return that, you know. Because it is awful. Now, did I see... We won't buy it from this menu, but did I notice there were some forks in here? Oh, it's a bale spear. Bale spear? That's a new one. Okay, no. I thought I'd seen some forks in... Oh, no, I did. There. I don't want to do the same thing, though, and... buy one for a telehandler. So that is a telehandler one, isn't it? That... I don't know. Is it? Okay, I'm not too sure. But then, for the sake of it, it's probably worth just leasing one anyway. Yeah, no, that is the same one, isn't it? Right, to lease... Yeah, it's only £86. I feel now that we've got the Unimog, we can probably return some trailers. Maybe we can return the login trailer. Right. Okay, we won't do it now. We'll stick to the rules. We'll do it at the shop. Let's disconnect that. Oh, that's already disconnected. The cows should be alright for a minute. Right, let's take this. Back to the shop. Good. Yeah, I feel like here somewhere we're going to drop this bale spike off because I don't want it. And there we go. So we're just going to return that and head on in and get just some pallet forks. We do also need some seeds, don't we, to get the... What is that? Yeah, okay, that's the remainder of the solid fertilizer bag. Don't want that. Right, so we need to get some seed and we need to get some pallet forks, and then we'll seed up the potato seeder, take that down, and yeah, all we've got to do now is count the stumps, I guess, and charge ourselves £50 just to get rid of them before we can start. So good, right. We are at times 10 again though, so let's not muck about here. Right, so we're going to lease that, £86. That's reasonable. That is reasonable. Did I see any cheap bags of seed? Cheap bags of seed in here? No, it's always worth checking. They always throw some good little deals in. I think that's the right way to go though. I do. That will replace the man at the farm. Doesn't change the fact that we need another tractor. We do still need another tractor. Do you know what my main thinking is with needing another tractor? I've just said need another tractor about 6 times in a row, haven't I? Anyway, yeah, we do need another tractor. I need one with narrow tyres. So the wheat field right at the bottom is a perfect example of why. I cannot fertilise that field because the agri and even the man is going to do far too much damage. We're talking quite a bit of damage. So yeah, I just need a small, doesn't even need to be powerful, something that I can run the sprayer with, the fertilizer sprayer and the herbicide sprayer, which we bought a couple of episodes ago here. Oh look, the sun's come out. Wonderful. Yeah, we need something with thinner tyres. The man doesn't have it as an option. The Agri doesn't have it as an option. The problem with using these old tractors, I suppose, you don't have all of the customizing options which you would do on a brand new tractor. So we do need to get something newer. And I think I know what I like the look of. But I'm going to keep that secret, a little bit secret. Although when I say these things out loud, like I did with that Unimog, they do genuinely seem to appear in the shop. I just don't understand why. And I promise, I don't know how you can edit it. Well, I think there's probably a way you could do it actually through multiplayer. Because I know if one farm buys something, the next farm can kind of repurchase it cheaper. But I barely have the time to even do this, let alone faff about doing that. So I don't do that, I promise. Typical. Let's lower it. Try and get it close to the tip. Just the tip. There we go. Now this time, hopefully, this is a very small front loader, but I can lift it just enough to get it over. There we go. Wonderful. Let's be smart about this now. Let's dump that over there, out of the way. Because this is probably one of the last times this man is going to come this far. Yeah. It does make me wonder if we should have repaired it before, really. Anyway, right. It's too late for that. There's a charge, isn't there, or there's a penalty, there's a time penalty. If we needed that to go in for a service, we wouldn't be able to use it until the next episode. That is absolutely no good to us. Right, so I'm thinking we're going to have to start this up, and I'm just doing this at a guess. Normally, pressing L, B and A, there we go, gives you what you need. I wonder, can I connect that potato seeder up and then drive the whole lot on? That would probably make sense, wouldn't it? That would definitely make sense. Good. And it's old school. It doesn't have a PTO or anything like that. It's old school. Just works on the wheels spinning. Good. Right, let's get this on. Thinking about it, I should probably take that spare bag of seeds as well, shouldn't I? Yeah. Can you imagine if we run out? I mean, I can't imagine we would run out, but let's just take this bag of seeds and we will leave that down at the yard, because if I'm not mistaken, the grapes and the olives would take fertilizer and would take seeds. Let's just do that. Let's just makes sense, doesn't it? Two birds, one stone. Right. It's nice to have forklifts or forks that actually change in width as well. That is good. Now, let's just drive the whole lot up. How is this gonna go? How is it gonna go? Pretty good. I was hoping I'd be able to drop them down on the back, but I'm not going to be able to do that, am I? Okay, that was a bad idea. Right, you can definitely tell I didn't do any of this off screen. Right, okay, I've redone it a little bit, so hopefully, I mean, does it not have straps for this car trailer? Is that just gonna stick? That's a bit worrying, isn't it? Okay, that's interesting. I did decide to very quickly, oh dear, I almost missed that bag, put them onto the back instead. I can't believe this does not have straps. Surely not. I don't normally like doing it this way, but does it have straps? No, it genuinely doesn't. Wow. Okay. Right. Let's lift them in. And, oh, I'll tell you what. Let's do that again. Yeah. So when you press, well, for me it's Albi and A, but basically the button, which kind of puts these returns in at the back here, it suddenly picks up what's on the trailer. Let's see that those potatoes suddenly appeared. So that must automatically strap itself. That's good to know, if anyone was wondering. Right, let's go. It's 10:28 now. God, that took me some time to load up that trailer, you know. That did take quite a while. I'm excited about this though. I wonder how fast. I mean, it says 49 at the bottom. I wonder if we can get it slightly over 49. We will give it a go. Normally, I don't like to pass the pub without stopping by, popping in for a pint and finding out if anyone needs any work doing. But we just can't take on any more work at the minute. We can't afford it. No, we've got stuff to do. This is the final chance. If we can make the money back out of the grapes, maybe I can still get that little John Deere skid steer as well. God, we've gone from not spending much money at all in the last couple of episodes to going absolutely crazy again in this episode. But it's all stuff we need. All stuff we need. Right, I'll meet you down at the bottom. Well, we are nearly there. There's our other field, which is all planted especially for us. There's a little bit of damage I did to it before I kind of remembered, oh, I wonder if the field was getting damaged by the big massive wide tyres on the Fiat, which it was. Yeah, that's why I need that modern tractor, something with some narrows on it for definite. Anyway, right. This actually performs pretty good, you know. It struggled a bit on the hill. It really struggled on the hill. So I'm not very good putting bearings right there. I can't see what I'm doing. Yeah, so just need to remember, don't lose momentum if you're going to go up a hill. But other than that, oh my goodness. Wow. Right, let's just press the kind of fictional button somewhere on the dash, which will open the trailer up. Good. I hope so anyway. Yep, it looks wonderful. See how much we've got. So there's 3 pallets there and 493 or 494. It just went up one by. So that's good. And there's 4 pallets there and no wait, another 1307. That's going to produce another pallet when I move one, I reckon. 5, 10, 11, 12, 13 pallets of produce there, which is all worth a lot. And I mean a lot. I mean a lot. Do you know, I've done well to get this far without doing it, but I am now at a point where I need to check the prices again. Grapes. Yeah, pretty good, you know. April 1291. It's actually worth pretty much. Wow. For the majority, it's worth a lot more, isn't it? The farm shop we use the most are paying 13.47 per 1,000, and these ones here 1288 is the normal full price. We can probably get away with leaving that a month maybe, but actually while we're here we'll probably sell it. We need to sell the grapes. We need to get rid of the grapes. I actually think maybe put the seeds and the fertilizer in the olive tree, because it doesn't seem to be keeping up with these quite so well. Even though it's supposed to produce the same amount, but it is struggling. Right, what we need to do though, the important part is figure this out. So we've got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, and over there 10. So I'm pretty sure last time we had 10 as well. There's no more little hidden ones, are there? No, I think 10 is good. So I'm going to deduct myself exactly what I did last time. Eventually I will actually remove these, but from a realistic point of view, I think this is just the best way to do it. So we're going to remove ourselves £500 to get some stumps removed. I still feel that's quite expensive anyway. So we've just paid someone to remove these. So as if by magic, the stumps are now gone. Now, it wasn't by magic. We could kind of simulate that. Well, I mean, every episode we're skipping through a third of the month. So it was probably skipping through about a week and a half's worth of a month every episode. So we'll just, for realism's roleplay point of view, I guess we could say they've been removing them over the last week and a half and we've just paid them to finish the job. Yeah, that sounds good. That's my way of persuading myself that it's realistic anyway. Right, let's jump onto here. And let's get these potatoes in the ground. And I'm hoping that I do have time to fertilise that field, to consider a different tractor and still fertilise that field. The wheat field behind us, in fact. Now, don't you just hate it when it doesn't quite line up with the way that you're doing a field? I'm going to have to do it up and down like this now, just for a satisfaction point of view, and Right, I don't feel this will take too long. We've still got just under 3.5 grand and a lot of money's worth of grapes sat right behind us. Yeah, that's good. I mean, 10 pallets of grapes, just over £1,000 each. There's 10 grand's worth of grapes there. Wow. I wonder if they'll load onto the car trailer alright. Cool. Pretty good. Now, I've got a tiny little bit here that I've missed. I've got to get it, and I've got to maximise the yield. I think I've just made this a lot harder for myself than I needed to. The realism in me made me kind of follow the grooves. Yeah, if anything, if there's anything that I want in the newest version of Farm Sim, I just want the ground to be a little bit more adaptable, I guess, maybe could be the right word. you know, mud runner style physics on Farm Simulator would be perfect for me. That's what I would like. That would be my number one hope. But yeah, they just do something. I mean, Mud Runner can run games with incredible graphics without them being too demanding. Right, let's shut this off anyway. So I've got to disconnect this, which is pretty simple to do because it's old school. I tell you what though, I am glad I brought that extra bag. Yeah, I had to refill this 3 times, maybe 4 times. So yeah, that would have been annoying if I just trusted myself and left that at the shop. That would have been really irritating. Okay, right, let's take the fertilizer bag off of the back here. Now, this field destroys itself very easily. Very easily. In fact, I had to leave the potato seeder or the planter on at all times whenever I was driving past the field, because that was kind of correcting everything I was doing to skid it. Yeah. Now, when I put these on at the shop, they weren't facing this way, I'm sure of it. Now it's kind of a bit of a nightmare, really, to get them off. I mean, that's one way of doing it, isn't it? That is one way of doing it. But let's try and pick it up, though. Is that gonna... Oh, come on. Why is it doing this to me? Why is it doing this to me? Just let me pick it up. That's all I want. Wonder if I go in like that, and then as I get at the right angle to... No. Come on. Oh my goodness. Everything's a struggle. There we go. That works. Let's just get rid of this bag. I'm pretty sure if I dump it here somewhere, it will disappear into the olive tree. Here somewhere. There we go. Good. Right, that got rid of it. Right, let's get going. Now, I realise now with the slip mod on, maybe I shouldn't have put this field quite so close. There you go. You learn from your mistakes, I guess, don't you? Let's do them end on. Might actually be easier to load anyway to do it this way. Right, let's zoom in a bit. I mean, maybe realistically I'd do this in first person view. Yeah, that would probably be the realistic option, wouldn't it? But I also don't want the episode to last 2 hours of me trying to pick up a couple of pallets of grapes. So we'll go with this. It's fine. Good, I like it. They also stack quite nicely, which I do appreciate. Now, let's try and line ourselves back up a little bit more there. Oh no, don't start doing stuff like that. Right, there we go. One thing I do need to do is bring back the weight. Yeah, this tractor needs this weight down here. But I can stick it on the 3-point attacher on the Unimob. What a good little tool that thing is. That's probably one of the best buys, I reckon. Yeah, I also feel like these pallets are a bit slimmer as well, so we might be lucky. We might get a bit more than I thought on. Still going to be a squeeze though. We ain't going to get them too wide, are we, I suppose? Right, straighten myself up a little bit. Cool. This is twitchy. This is twitchy. Do you know, I wonder if we'll be able to get those too wide. Let's have a look at it. Yeah, you know, I reckon if they were squared off, we would get the same this side. They'd overhang a tiny bit, but not by much. That's good. I mean, that's 8 pallets we can get onto the back of this. That's more than what I thought. As long as I don't fall down that random hole. Right, anyway, let's just do this a minute. You'll be able to see how long it takes me by the fact that it's currently 15:28 game time. And I'll jump you back in once I've done all of this. Right. Done. Done. I gave up with stacking any more on the back here. It was starting to get a bit twitchy and they were moving around a little bit. So I thought, right, we'll stop there. And then I'll see if I can get them onto the trailer. But actually you can. Again, you can't strap them. But we'll find out in a minute. If we pull these back things in from the actual vehicle itself, we'll see if it picks up on what's on the back. But yeah, that seems to be alright. That does seem to be okay. Now, these have still got loads and loads of water. Yeah, look. These have produced 5 pallets, 5,000 litres of grapes. And they've not even used 5,000 litres of water to do it. These are just, they're too good. Maybe they're too good, but I like it. When we need sort of £500,000 to complete the series, there isn't really too much that's too good at the minute, I don't think. Anyway, this will be the good tester now. So when we pull these ramps in, yeah. Oh, and yeah. Kind of a weird animation, sort of straightened up the olive pallets as well. Cool. Right. If we can, ideally, we'll try and sell just the grapes and leave the olives on the back of the trailer until the next episode. But there ain't much in it. It is what it is. If we can't do that, we can't do that. Now, let me just have a little sanity check. We've had a decent length of episode so far, you know. This isn't too bad, so we'll head on back to the store now. We'll sell these grapes, maybe the olives. Depends how good the brakes are. And then, yeah, we'll probably end it, you know, but we're going to end it on a decent amount of money. I mean, maybe as much as what we started on, even after purchasing all of this. Yeah, that's pretty good. I'm pretty happy as well. I'm pretty happy with this episode. Now, we just got to get there in one piece now, haven't we? Right, I'll see you in a moment. So even though there's kind of an imaginary strap on that trailer, they still move about, you know. It's freaked me out a few times. Yeah, when there's something weird going on, it's kind of, sometimes it's registering the grape, sometimes it's not. It's kind of all over the place, really. I guess what it is what it is, I suppose. It's for vehicles, isn't it? It's not for products like pallets of grapes. But yeah, that stuff is moving around quite a lot. I went over a bump and it all jumped. Luckily it all landed back on the trailer, but still, it did scare me a bit. Anyway, we are here. This is the best place. I mean, I didn't actually check after. When I did check, this was the best place. I cannot imagine it's suddenly become the worst. So, oh dear, that's a high pavement. We can't really get that over the pavement. Oh dear. Oh dear. I didn't think of this. I don't suppose I can raise the back either, can I? Can I? Let's jump the menu. Do I have the ability to raise the back? No. Unfold low loader. We don't want to do that. What does that do? Oh, that just opens the door, doesn't it? What about this? Can I... Oh, lift low loader. Oh dear. Well, I'm going to press it. I'm afraid what's going to happen. Nothing happened. Lower low loader. That's obviously to do with the back of it. Great. But that hasn't helped us at all. Okay, right. I'm just going to have to hope that we can get it up. Fancy having such a high pavement inside of your loading area. Honestly, what is wrong with them? Alright, let's go back. Let's go the other way. Because there's no traffic around. Wow, 1833. You can see just how long it took me to get this far. Right, let's go the back way. What's it gonna earn us? This will be it. End of the episode. Oh, I like the way that the pallets go down as well. That's quite cool. Slowly taking the grapes out. Right, we're getting a penalty for an environmental score. Can't really help that. So far we've made 1,500 quid. Nice. Another 3 grand, so that's 4.5 grand. Yeah, we'll do our best to just take the grapes and not the olives. There we go. Right, shut the engine off. And let's round off the episode, I guess. So, £12,069. We've got those ready to sell. That'll get us another 3 grand-ish. First thing in the next episode. It's pretty much all of our bills right there in those 3 pallets. Amazing. I'll probably go for a stroll back, you know, and just leave this truck here overnight. But anyway, good episode. Wow. New trailer on lease. What a machine this is. I like it. One of my favourite purchases on any series, I reckon. Yeah. Really, really cool piece of equipment. And, well, potatoes are in. Finally. Brilliant. Well, I hope you've enjoyed this episode, because I actually have enjoyed this one. I've enjoyed doing it. So, until the next one, cheers and gone.